Hey, what's up? Elias from Nonpoint here, and you're watching Metalkrant. Broken Finger Metal. It's as you know, it's not cheap to fly overseas. Between switching through a lot of labels and tours, getting offered in the States, it's been a little bit difficult getting over here. But we have a new label and new managers, and so their biggest priority at the time, when we got signed, was to get us over here. So first chance we got, we jumped on it. Yeah. A lot of people asking for the old music, I expect, because we haven't been here yet. So some of the fan favorites I think are going to be asked for. But we're playing a couple covers, just half a cover of one song, and then the End the Year Tonight track that we do. But hopefully I expect a lot of energy and a lot of sweat. We like to engage with our fans and really get them into it. So that's what I hope for. We're very high energy. We like to have substance in our music and send a message, regardless of what it is, whether it's to have a good time or to fight through tough times. We definitely care what we have to say. No doubt. So I hope people get that out of us more than anything, because we want them to be engaged and we want them to move more than anything. I would say, traveling into other countries is really a big, milestone. We've been to Australia a couple times, and we've been here one other time. But it's really getting out of the United States that really, makes it feel like you're actually accomplishing, more than just taking care of your hometown. So, but we've had great shows. Played in front of tens of thousands of people. It's been quite a ride. Musically, I think we've just focused in more on our songwriting and our playing. In the first couple of years when you're writing, you're just trying to write cool stuff and play cool stuff and look cool. As you dial in on those parts of your show, then you start focusing on other parts, which is substance and songwriting and connecting with people more than just on a musical level, on a memory level, where they leave the show with something that they just cannot forget. And I think great songwriting is really what does that. So this time on record number 9, we're really focused on our songwriting. Yeah, we're like 90% pretty much done. Just little things here and there, writing a solo or doing harmonies and stuff like that. But yeah, record's done. Yeah. June, everywhere. It's gonna come out everywhere simultaneously over here in Europe, same time as in the States. And we're gonna have a European release and a States release. So there'll be extra tracks on this release that will not be on the American release. So go get it. If you liked our last record, you're really gonna like this record. A lot of guitar proficiency. BC is probably the best guitar player we've ever had in this band, and we've been chasing him for 15 years, trying to get him in the band. So yeah, so him finally falling in now, and him being on this side of the songwriting instead of just on the performing side of things, I think is really going to make the big difference. So I would expect people to not only be looking out for the songwriting, but really listen to the guitars this time, because my boys are really doing it up this record. Stuff that I would never. I was like, wow, man, I can't believe you wrote that. It's really good. Yeah. I don't think it's moving on. It's really pushing through. You know, when Rob and I started working on this band and got this band together, it was really about, just making a mark and then keeping the mark there. So regardless of who is releasing us, or, who either doesn't want to do it anymore, or, just isn't pulling their weight in the band, we're still looking ahead. So, it's like when you lose a job. There's that scary 45 minutes after you've lost the job, and then there's 2 days of finding it, and then 3 days later you found it and you're okay. So it's one of those things where us being on a label, or me not having a guitar player for a couple of weeks, is not going to make or break this band. We have too many fans, and I'm not going anywhere, and neither is Rob, who pretty much founded the band. We've already decided that if either one of us go, we're going to pack up shop, and neither one of us have any any feelings of packing this up. I plan on being 55 years old and still playing as Nonpoint, Aerosmith style. I want to keep playing forever. BC's 10 times a guitar player than we've had. So, adding him, and then adding Rashid, who was a front man of his own band at the time, and has an amazing, amazing voice that I can now harmonize. I've never had these kind of players in my band before. So, this time around, even live, people are saying, even our fans that have been with us for 15 years are looking at it and going, this is the best lineup you guys have ever had. It's really showing in the show. The chemistry is amazing on stage, more so than it's been in the last 8 years. So, it's a lot more fun these days. Cool. Definitely. Deftones. Just because they're the Deftones. Who wouldn't want to tour with them? Yeah, those guys are. I just feel like they were the start of my journey into music that I felt needed to get attention because it was doing something different. Bands like Deftones and Glassjaw, which was like one of the first tours we ever did, Dredge, Circa Survive, bands like that are taking the genre and really trying to do something different without it sounding like a different genre. And Deftones do it great. So I'd love to see that show every night. We're going to come back here probably July, August. We're already talking about it. The release is in June. We have a monster tour that we just got in spring that I can't announce yet, but keep an eye out on the feed. We're probably going to announce it tomorrow, but we just accepted it today. It's probably going to be one of the biggest tours next year. So in the States, yeah. But they're talking about coming over here, and since they chose us first that time, I think they might even bring us over here with them. So it's going to be good. So just keep an eye on the news, man. It's awesome. Yeah. It's really cool. Stay engaged with our Facebook, and it's the best way to keep in touch with us. We're a real personable band. Walk up to us. We love to say hi and meet new people, and we like to engage. I keep repeating that, but it's absolutely true. We like to be face to face with our fans.